Best foods for diabetes control. What a great title. Again, best foods for diabetes control. Now, I will advise you that over the last 60 years, we've treated diabetic patients, type 1, type 2, pre-diabetes, in just about every corner of the globe, especially in Asia, China, in particular, India, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, UK, France, America, some parts of the north. We've treated people with diabetes. And a lot of people are not aware of what foods they should be, the best food they should eat to put diabetes under control. So I'm going to give you a list of foods that we've tested over for the last 60 years, and it's proven to be very relevant on what you should be eating to treat your diabetes properly. Number one food, is called bitter gourd, Gourd. In India, it's called Karela, Karela. It looks like a small cucumber like that, but full of warts, right? That is the proper bitter gourd or the proper Karela. There's also the green one, which is longer and more smooth. It's more pale green. That is the Chinese bitter gourd. It's not as bitter as the Karela. So the Karela is very bitter, but that's the one you need. Okay, so Karela, bitter gourd. You can occasionally have the Chinese bitter gourd, which is a smooth one, and the Chinese cook it a lot with egg. It works, right? But not as work as the dark green, wart-looking bitter gourd. That's number one. Number two, organic celery. Now let's be very clear here. The supermarket sells ordinary celery for 57 pence. It's the 10th most poisoned vegetable. Now, organic celery sells for about £1.40, £1.50, and it's lesser size, but it is the best one because organic celery has got silica, boron, magnesium, calcium, and many other trace minerals, vital for the liver and the pancreas to keep diabetes under control. You need, if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, you need, type 1 or type 2 by the way, if you are suffering from diabetes of some kind, you need at least 4 to 6 stalks of celery juice per day. The next one is spinach. You need at least 2 bowls of spinach per day. The greener the better. You also need the dark green kale. Kale's a very, very good vegetable for the liver and the pancreas, helpful to control sugar. So far, organic celery, Karela, bitter gourd as mentioned, spinach, organic celery. Let's do a couple more. The other ones that are vital is the actual parsley. The parsley that's in the form of celery grows up. You eat the seeds of that and the stems and the leaves. You mix that with spinach and other greens, and I'll give you a little recipe for that in a minute. So parsley, like they call it celery parsley, it looks like celery, grows up like celery, but it's actually a form of Italian parsley. You can also eat normal parsley, and the next food after that, would you believe it, is organically grown stinging nettle. I'll give you the recipe on that later. Stinging nettle. At least 1 or 2 kilos of stinging nettle per day. You simmer it down, you break it down to a plate size, you eat that. There's a couple of others that are very, very important. Anything green. Tatsoi, which is a Chinese vegetable. Pak choy, very, very good, right? The other one that helps a lot is watercress. 1 bag of 80 grams per day. If you're diabetic, pre-diabetic, type 1 or type 2 diabetes, do eat 1 bag of watercress at 80 grams per day. All those greens are vital for the liver and the kidneys and the pancreas, right? It's also very good for the thyroid. The other one that I would recommend highly is a product called kombu, Kombu. It is a type of bull kelp. It's grown in Hokkaido or Okinawa. 1 frond about that big, right, per day. Soak that in water for half an hour. Drink the water, chop up the reconstituted, it's absolutely the best bull kelp you can get. Very good for the thyroid, but also helps the pancreas, the liver, the kidneys, and the blood. The Okinawans eat one pound of the actual bull kelp every single day of their life, and they live till 101. They don't have diabetes. It's almost non-existent. Now the reason is because they don't eat sushi with white rice. The Japanese eat sushi with white rice, and the seaweed they use is not seaweed, it's actually reconstituted cabbage. So don't go and eat sushi. If you're going to eat sushi, make your own, and you do it with brown rice. So the best product for the actual seaweed is called kombu. There's also ijiki and a couple of others like that. Now, it's very important that you understand all those foods. Now, if you want more information, go to our YouTube channel and get this booklet. It's free. We've done that for you. Best ways to treat diabetes. Several pages of great information. Read it from cover to cover, and then we're launching this book. We've launched it. This is called The Diabetes Solution, a 28-day action plan for lowering blood sugar naturally. The authors are myself, Ronald Delaro Simpson, and Petrina Ted. We spent weeks after weeks after weeks of great information. Look at the size of the book. Great information, chapter after chapter of great wisdom, and really, really good information about what you should be eating, what you should be drinking, the sleep patterns, the supplements, the nutrients you should be on. Look at the size of it, over 300 pages. Well worth the money. I can assure you, get it straight away, because as the demand for this book increases, we're going to have to put the price up. So we ask you to order the book, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and order the book as soon as you can.